Running a Pokemon card business online means that we're always trying to improve our processes. And today we're making a huge upgrade into our business. We also just picked up 2 new printers, one to streamline our shipping and one to add a personal touch to every single order. Now let's unbox them together, let's set them up, and we're going to show you exactly how they'll transform our fulfillment process. We hope that maybe this might actually give you an insight and a behind the scenes look into what it takes and what it's taken us to create and run a sustainable online Pokemon card business. We're hoping and estimating that this should cut down on our cost, it should cut down on our delivery days, and hoping that it should save us a lot of time in the fulfillment process. It should save us from having to go to places like USPS and stand in line and fill out orders and be taught how to do certain things, because we did have a huge learning curve the other day when we had to sit inside USPS, go through, fill out orders, fill out packaging, stand in line, pay for each and every one. I started seeing how it was adding up and how the cost was really eating into our profit. So I'm hoping with this new stuff that we are adding, and here going to show you here in a minute, we're hoping that this should really help out with our profitability and help out with the timeliness of every single fulfillment. So stick with us, guys. You guys are definitely going to want to check this out. All right, guys, first up is this shipping label thermal printer. There's not going to be any more time wasting ink, cutting, taping labels, anything like that. This bad boy prints labels fast, sticks right onto the package. That also means that it should be a smoother fulfillment process. It should be faster shipping to our customers. We're going to get it all set up. We're also going to test it out. We're going to open this thing up and get it going. So let's check this thing out. One. So it comes with a power cable or connection cable, little manual, and also comes with a hard drive there. And then it's like different brackets and everything for printing sizes, so that can come in handy. Box number 2, we have the actual label itself. Little itty bitty thing, but it should be pretty powerful. Should be able to get the job done that we need it to do anyway. And again, guys, remember then, this is just a cheap alternative. It's just a temporary thing just to kind of help us out, at least in the beginning, kind of save us some time. We're hoping that it might save us a little bit of money as well and make a little bit more profits. But I mainly got it just for the time being, just because it's such a headache to have to go all the way downtown, fight the traffic, and then sit through that line of hellacious people in the post office. And everybody there seems to be so freaking friendly. But also comes with a power cord here, so give me 1 second, man. We're going to get this thing all set up, and we'll show you guys how it works. And just so y'all can see, here's a little finish of the product here. And if you guys want to, man, I mean, let me know in the comments below. I can add a link down inside the description. But in reality, man, you guys can go over to either Walmart, y'all can go over to Best Buy and find this. This one, I think it was, like I said, it was about 80 bucks. We are going to save up eventually and upgrade. We're going to get a lot nicer one, hopefully get a lot more automation in our process. But for now, this thing should work. For what it costs, it should save us the money and the time alone. So stick with me, man. I'm going to get this all set up and we'll get going. So after downloading it and getting it all set up, at first we kind of had a little bit of a printing issue. Obviously it was printing labels like this to where you couldn't see it. The mailman, there's no way they would have been able to read it. They wouldn't have sent it. After all, you know, it turns out it wasn't an issue with the printer. It wasn't an issue with the computer. It was an issue with some of the property settings in eBay. I will make another video that I will link directly to this. That way you guys can go check that out if you do have the same issue. But I did want to let you know, we do have it finalized and got it all set up. And check this out. Here's the final setup. Got the printer all set up. Got the little cartridge holder, label holder right there. And boom, we got a nice clean label printed out and ready to go. We also just got another order in here just a few minutes ago, so I will take you guys through the entire shipment process and the entire fulfillment process of how we do it, from the time we get the order, from how we ship it, how we pack it, how I'm gonna print the labels, and how we're gonna use the printer. So the next thing that we got, and next up on our little list of additions and upgrades today, is this HP printer. Now obviously you don't necessarily have to have this. We more so wanted to get this just because we really wanted to add a personal touch. We wanted to be able to add a thank you note. We wanted to be able to definitely build a community, man. It's not just all about sales. You know, we wanted people to have a place to go. You know, a lot of people are finding us and we're getting a lot of sales from different avenues, whether it's TCG Player, whether it is eBay, whether it is Toad and Troll, whether it's coming from YouTube, TikTok, whatever the case is. So they may not necessarily be going directly to our site. And unfortunately, with all the fees from eBay, TCG, things like that, we do typically have to mark things up a little bit higher just to make a little bit of a profit. So when they order from these things, we wanted to be able to add, you know, something that is something like a QR code with maybe like a thank you card, just saying, hey, thank you very much. We acknowledge, you know, that you bought from us. To say thank you, go to our site and get 5 to 10, 25% off on your next order. Something like that, just a way to create and generate more traffic through that way. It also tightens up on the emails and creates a bigger email list as well. Like I said, guys, we are trying to build a community. It's not just about selling cards. It's not just about jumping into this hobby, things like that. You know, we definitely want to hear background information from everybody else. We want to make sure that our feedback and our customer service is top notch and everybody is always pleased. You know, we definitely want to go above and beyond. Now, with that being said, obviously we can't just sit here and give everything away. I wish I could, but we're definitely going to be doing promotions. We're definitely going to be giving things away. We're working our best with some of our suppliers right now, trying to get and negotiate better pricings and work on bigger bulk. That way we can lower the prices for you guys as well. But let's jump into this one. I'm going to turn the camera around, let Kelsey do this time, because the label printer kind of irritated the living hell out of me, I'm not gonna lie, and I almost wanted to break that. So we're gonna let her debox this one and set this one up. I'll be on the flip side and we'll flip this camera around and kind of show you guys what's up.
Hey guys, this is Kelsey here. We just got in this HP printer. The reason why we got it is to go and print out thank you cards for everyone that's been buying cards from us. It's been really great. We love seeing the community coming out and getting into this, just like me and Cody did. So I'm gonna be here opening up this box and see what we got inside. Alright, looks like we have some ink right here. That's perfect. We also have here our cord, so to plug into to have power to it. Gotta have that. Some instructions that I know my hubby won't read.
Who needs that?
Free cardboard for the dog. And now, the main event. Might need help.
You lift up. Oh. Roar! Pull it! Ready? I feel like this is gonna go bad. Well, they definitely do not slack on manuals, do they?
No.
Hey, at least that's better than the last label printer. Last label printer, we got, what, half a manual? Not even?
Alright, and there it is. There is the printer.
Where did we get that?
We got this from Best Buy.
You remember roughly what it was? How much it would cost?
It was about $84, if I remember correctly. It was on sale at Best Buy.
But they did they had a bunch of other cheaper models too, though, right? We got that one because it was wireless.
Yeah, we got this one wireless because it's big thing about having wireless. It makes it a lot easier and less cords because there's a bunch of cords around this house. So we're gonna get this thing all set up and everything and get it all hooked up, and we'll go from there.
We'll show you guys how it works. Yep. All right, guys. She's opening this up now. She's gonna get this one all set up. Then we'll go to the other side. We'll print out a thank you card and a QR code or an example of something. Oh yeah.
Without damaging it.
That would be nice. It would be very, very nice if I could do it without breaking it. Well, at least they packed it nicely. If it wasn't packed nicely, we'd be griping about it.
True. The next thing to do is to get the cards printed in, so the black and the color. Alright, so let's get these encourages in. Pull this down. And there's our little tray. Alright. We're all set. Now, like I said, we just got to get it all connected to the computer and get it printed. And there we are. We're all set up and we're good to go.
So you're all set up?
Oh, heck yeah.
So, real quick summary for everybody that, didn't necessarily get to see the screen on action. And if you guys want, we can do that. But for everybody that hasn't, seen right over your shoulder, what all do you have to do? In a quick summary, what do you have to do?
Quick summary is depending on how you're connecting it, like what we did, we connected to the computer. Later on, we'll connect it to phones. But we just immediately set up to the computer. So all you have to do is go online to p123.com, put in what printer you're getting, download it. Once you download it, you get it all set up, and then just a quick few things you have to do. Make sure ink is in and the alignment of the ink is set. We should be good. You should be good to go. So
it was, like I said, it was pretty easy. The average user just follow the instructions, you'd be good.
Yeah, oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, just follow instructions. I'm like my hubby who does not.
All right, thank you, boo. Alrighty guys, we're gonna jump into Canva real quick, make a couple of examples, things like that, and we're gonna probably print out one or two of these just to kind of give you a rundown of what it's gonna look like. Then stay to the very end because we're also gonna show you our entire fulfillment process from the very time we get an order to the very ending of sending it off. So stick with us. Alrighty guys, here's kind of what we put together on Canva, just kind of really quick, just to kind of give you the idea of what we're looking at, man. Just thank you for the support. Be sure to check out our website and sign up to our email list for updated inventory discounts, giveaways, and much more. And then there's a QR code. When they click on it, they can go to it. I also threw in our @PokeDex TX. That way they can go to our socials as well. So we're just going to right click. We're going to print this off. And there we go, guys. That's the finished product. Then what we do is we fold this up, put it with a card, and send it. And obviously, I do want to make sure that this works. We want to show you guys that it works. So watch this. I'm going to do a screen recording on my phone of me doing this and it going. So watch. A little appreciation goes a long way, and this allows us to connect with our buyers beyond just a transaction. All right, guys, so now that we got everything set up, all of the software's downloaded, everything is connecting, we've tested everything out, we've created our thank you card, all of that. We're gonna test everything else out. We just got an order that just came in on eBay, plus I've already kind of half done another order, so I'm going to take you guys through two different orders of what we would do. Anything that I do $20 or less on a card versus a higher quality card, something that somebody's probably going to get graded. So I'm going to take you guys step by step of how I would do it. So this is how we're going to do our fulfillment. Alrighty guys, so Again, here we are in one of our new orders. This literally just came in February 22nd, 5:23 p.m. It is for a Squirtle, so this is kind of the walkthrough and the breakthrough of how we're going to do this. I'm going to show you the online on eBay side just on this card, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to package these two separate cards. Again, one of them is either a $20 sale or less in value. And then the other one obviously is something like this that would probably or potentially be graded by whoever is buying it. So obviously we want to take a little bit more care, a little bit more time in how we pack it and how we package everything. But this is inside the eBay account that we just got. This is inside managing orders. Like I said, guys, nothing is going to be hidden from you guys. You guys can see it. I mean, date paid February 22nd, February 22nd, 5:23. Look down here on my screen. It's 10:30, February 22nd. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and click get the shipping label. I mean, it's just super simple. They make it as easy as possible. Like I said, we did have a little bit of an issue on the last setup, but that's just because I didn't understand you had to change the sizing. You know, that's nothing on the people that made this or made the computer or anything. It was user error. All right, so anyway, after you click on that, it should show you ship your order here. There's a custom size, carrier package, and so on. But it does, we have it set up on the sales page, that way they can click and, you know, click on their own. They did choose USPS Ground Advantage, which is super simple. That makes it really easy, which is already selected for us. Also, just a key factor, man, I want to let you guys know so that you don't have to go through that same headache. If you look right here on the print format, you can change, preview, whatever. When we set up our label printer, it did show that this was like 8x11 or 8x10.5. It was kind of a pain in the butt. It was showing up kind of like this. It was showing up like that. So if you were having that kind of issue, obviously it's not the printer, it's not the computer. That right there is actually more of a technical problem. In eBay, it's really easy to fix. You just click here, change, and then you'll be able to go in there and click whether it's 8x11, 4x6, or I forgot whatever the other label size was, but it is in there. That way you can change that easily. So you don't have to go through that same headache and frustration that I had to go through when setting this up. Anyway, like I said, this is USPS Ground Advantage. That's what the buyer selected. You just kind of scroll on down. You can, you know, purchase additional damage, liability coverage, things like that. If they do, if you want to, you know, charge people for that, whatever the case is. I like doing no coverage because the coverage does come up to $100 as far as the insurance goes when you purchase these. So you are pretty much covered there. If you know you want to offer additional coverage, definitely do it. I wouldn't necessarily supply for free all the time, just because it is going to be eaten up into your profit. So it's something to think about. You know, your situation is definitely going to be different. Then you just scroll on down to the bottom here. Let me get me out of the way. Make sure I don't have to check a box. And as you can see, yep, we are all good to go here. I agree to the USPS mailing standards, blah, blah, blah. Definitely make sure you go read that. I always always suggest it's better to be safe than sorry and know more knowledge than not have the knowledge at all. So I purchased this, which it's already included in my funds when they purchase the card. So eBay makes it extremely easy. Now there are fees and stuff that I don't even want to get into right now because it's just a frustrating topic. But it is what it is, man. They make it quick, they make it easy. So they got to make their funds too. I get that. But anyway, you just hit purchase shipping label right here, and it's going to create the label. Your label is ready to print. Woohoo! See that? It's super simple. Then all we have to do is, as you can see, you know, it's trying to put a 4x6 label on 8x11, which is obviously not correct. But we go here, and I just change it over to the correct one. This one. And as you can see right there, it looks nice and pretty, and everything's nice and big. And then all I gotta do is hit print and let my baby do its work. And boom, it is that simple, guys. Look at that. Fresh printed label. Nice, fresh printed label, ready to go. Now all we gotta do is pack up the order, which I'm gonna show you guys how to do that next and how we do it. All right, so now that we've got everything all set up, we've already got the order, we've got the label printed, we've got the thank you note printed, everything is all ready to go. I know a lot of you guys out there are looking to see how everybody is fulfilling these orders, how we're packaging up. This is how we do it. Typically on an order that's $20 or less, I will take the matching set, whatever they're sold from, and I'll take a matching sleeve from it. Card sleeve, whether it's 151, Crown Zenith, anything like that. For instance, this side deck was 151, SIR side deck, so I took it from here. I will put it into a top loader or a semi-rigid, just depending on what I have. Unfortunately, I don't have a semi-rigid right now. And then it pretty much looks like that. From there, I will get a sealable sleeve, something like this, just to keep the card from damaging, moving around, anything like that, not messing up these edges or anything like that if it moves around in the package. I just sit here, flip it once, take off the resealable piece like that, fold it over and seal it. So in the end, it's gonna look just like that. Has nowhere to go and it's fully protected. From there, I will grab a mailer like this. I'll typically wrap this maybe once or twice, depending on what the card is. I'll wrap it maybe in a piece of bubble wrap or so. Stuff it in this envelope like so. Peel this little piece like that. And yes, just, you know, full disclosure, guys, they do sell these things at USPS, but they're like $1.99 a piece, man. You can go to Walmart, you can go to Office Depot, you can order them from Uline if you want to buy them in bulk, or even Amazon in bulk. So it's a lot cheaper to do it that way instead of going to USPS, but they do have them if you end up in a situation kind of like we did. From there, we're gonna take our handy dandy label that we created. Make sure this is the correct name so that I don't send the wrong card to somebody. And then we place it on the front just like that. And it is ready to roll. That is how we ship a $20 card. Now for something that is a little bit more expensive, something that is more than $20, say this Squirtle, for example, that we just fulfilled. I will typically do a clear cover or a clear penny sleeve just because I do understand that people are gonna typically be grading this. And then the same thing, I'll be putting that into a top loader like so. And then it's gonna sit just like that. That way it's nice and protected, everything is good. Now the difference is what I'll do now is I'll take a piece of bubble wrap. Now I'll take my piece of bubble wrap, just a small piece of bubble wrap, real simple. Put it down on the thing, I'll do one fold, a second fold. Then take a piece of tape, wrap it like that, and tape it securely so that it's nice and even. Then I fold it once, fold it here, just like that. Put it inside the box, and then I will put another piece of bubble wrap on top of that, fold it, put my label on top, and it's ready to go. Almost forgot the thank you note. Maybe take another small piece and wrap it up, just like that, and stick that in there. So, see if you can see that. Now it is nice and secure and ready to go. And last but not least, take one final little piece of tape here. Take this edge shut so it doesn't come loose. Same thing on the back side here. And then we slap our label right on the front side. Boom. And we're ready to go. And then this is what the final product will look like. And just like that, our fulfillment process is smoother, cleaner, and more efficient than it ever has been. It's amazing how the right tools make all the difference when running an online business. This is just one of the many steps that we're taking to grow PokéDex TX to a next level Pokemon card business online. So if you love behind the scenes content like this, make sure to like, follow, subscribe, and follow our journey and become part of our community. And hey, if you're looking for Pokemon cards, be sure to check out PokéDexTX.com. That's PokéDexTX.com. Thanks guys, we'll see you on the next one.